So, yeah, another issue was, and this was maybe the worst. A couple months ago for Valentine's Day, I made reservations at a place I thought I looked cool in Culver City. Rooftop spot. It's called Margot LA. And we get there. Obviously, it's Valentine's Day. It's a Prix Fixe menu. Everyone's doing them.
I was wearing leather pants, and they ripped, but I looked super dope that day. I looked pretty hot.
That's right. Here's a picture of what she looked like.
Oh!
Here's a picture of my butt, how I look like.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I was like...
So, anyways, we get in there. We're sitting down. And I was using the restroom or something like that. Evie's talking to the waitress. And she says, I don't think that the Prix Fixe menu is what you think it is. Because what it says is, okay.
No, she didn't say that.
No. That's what you say to me.
No.
So let me just say what the Prix Fixe menu was first. It's appetizer, main course, desserts. $125
Per person.
What more do you want from me?
So I'm thinking, great. Okay, we can get this. Maybe I'll get the meat. You get the fish.
We share.
Mix and match. I come back to the table and Evie says, I don't think that the Prix Fixe is what you think it is.
He doubted me. He wanted to bury me.
I don't
He wanted to push me from out of the rooftop. When I said that, he's like, you think I'm dumb? You think I did something bad? You think this and that? And I was just like, babe, I'm pretty sure she said, because when she explained it to me, she's like, oh, you guys pick one, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but it's going to be two. No, it's going to be one. I'm like, per person, because it's 125 per person. No, it's going to be one. Then
I come back, I say, there's no way that they would charge $125 per person and then give you one plate. So let's get this straight again. Two Prix Fixe orders, right? So you're expecting 2 plates of each thing.
Call the girl again.
She comes over, she says, no, it's 1 plate of each thing. I say, so the steak, we're supposed to split the steak? She's like, well, it's a little bigger than a normal steak. It's
it's like this. No, 6 ounces. 6 ounces. Guys, I know ounces for food because I buy food all the time. 6 ounces around this.
Yeah, it's like what's left in my glass.
Yeah,
barely.
that's 6 ounces. Yeah,
that's a 6 ounce steak.
Yeah.
That's part of my $125 Prix Fixe.
To share. And she's like, the goal is to like put it like a very small dish in between you guys. Yeah. And then you get a plate. He gets a plate that's empty. And you guys cut it in the center share. Because it's Valentine's Day, it's about sharing. And I was just like, that's the biggest insult and bullshit and waste of freaking time of my life. And then
really,
he didn't believe it. No, Dante was in absolute, like his face. Look, Dante was like totally, his face got white. Like, look, Dante's usually very colorful and pinkish. I swear to God, it's like something dropped on him, and I saw the color change. Like his face, he couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
He was in shock.
Yeah,
and
really,
also,
the goal is for you to feel too embarrassed to say, which
the other couples did.
I think I'd rather not pay for this. I think I'm going to leave. They're hoping that you're just going to sit there and take it when they bring you out 1 plate of each thing.
We already ordered their horrible drink. Yeah, I ordered that disgusting drink that Dante drank both, by the way. I'm sorry.
Well, whatever. We already ordered them. We were going to pay for that. But they're worried you're going to be too embarrassed to say to your Valentine's Day date, I'm too cheap to pay $125. $250 for both of us. Yeah, $250, not including tax and tip.
To share
3
a 6 ounce little dishes, little appetizer.
I don't want a Prix Fixe tapas menu decided for me. If I want to eat tapas, I'll go to a tapas plate.
Go to the Casa del Mar, which is where we got our first getting committed time.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it in a minute.
No. We've talked about that
in a different
before.
episode.
Yeah. So it freaked us out. But you know what? We did say, hey,
we got to go.
Is that what it is? Okay, if it is, we're going to go. And you know what she said? She said, yeah, a lot of other couples are having the same issue. So it's this Jeff Bezos ethos. No, hold on.
It's a French guy.
No.
It's a French guy.
I know Jeff Bezos doesn't own Margot LA. I'm just saying, it's the Jeff Bezos.
Jeffo!
It's the Jeff Bezos ethos of cut, and
Earthquakes.
fucking give them as little as possible, and make them like it, and make them pay even more for it.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
And that's why, yeah, they're giving us Prix Fixe courses. They're giving you one dish nowadays. And why they're no longer having someone there just to answer the phone to say, oh, it's probably about a 30-minute wait. And why they won't even have someone on the phone to take a reservation for you anymore. Or any of that shit. They're trying to automate, cut it, and prevent. And then even today, we went out for brunch.
But-
Everything closes at 3.
No, we'll go there in a second. I just want to talk one more thing about the Valentine's Day. Well, Dante was very stressed because, I don't know if you guys know, if you're not from LA or if you're from a big town, you know, everything on Valentine's Day is booked. And even if it's not booked, people are lining out outside restaurants. They don't take reservations. And the lines go around the street, around the corner. Microphone is not around me. And Dante was worried that we were going to not celebrate Valentine's Day at all. Thankfully, I was like, hey, babe, let's just go to Beverly Hills. I know that you're always there, but let's go.
Thankfully.
We went to the Del Postal, and we have a good relationship with people that work there. But the Dante knows the hosts. I know some of the waiters. The older little Italian man, they're very sweet. Not that sweet. They have to kind of, But we got there. We were well dressed. We were waiting for like 35 minutes standing. I was in the highest heel of my life. My feet was destroyed after. But we sit down and we had the most amazing dinner. And thank God we did that. And then we picked some macaroons on the way out of Beverly Hills on the way to the car, which it was such a great touch. And then we came home. We opened a bottle of another wine or something. And then we just watched TV. Okay. So for me, it was a great Valentine's Day. I enjoyed. I think it was sweet. I think it was great. And
Valentine's Day was great. But the point is, increasingly, restaurants think they're going to get away with just making you share stuff that's supposed to be one of each. They're going to say, no, that's actually, you each pay full price and we only give you one.
A quarter.
I think this must have been born out of, after COVID and the horrible financial impact that had on so many restaurants. They're thinking,
they're so rich
how are we
to
gonna make
have
money back?
a rooftop. They have a rooftop restaurant.
Yeah, I know, but everything's, how are we going to make the money back? Oh, I know, we'll just charge people twice for the same meal. And that's what's going on. We even went to this place, Zinc in Venice. That was another spot, which, by the way, if you're a local...
Let's talk about brunch right now.
Okay,
the topic is going to switch to brunch. We're going to talk.
We were looking for a brunch.
No. Now we're going to talk about brunch issues. Maybe you should put here, brunch issues. Number one, everything closes up super soon in LA. Earthquake. Everything closes like 3 or 3:30. So people, like, if you go to a brunch spot around 2, walk in, you get the host that is not in a good mood. She's in her period. She's mad. You go there and like, I want to sit down. Oh, sorry, we're closing like in an hour. Or some places like, oh, if you arrive 2:30, they're like, I'm sorry, you're out of here. Dante and I were lucky that today we were looking for a brunch spot in Culver after going to like 2 different places and looking around, and we found the spot that we usually like the people that work there. Thankfully the guy that we like was there, so we got in. We're like, hey, how can we order quickly? Dante was ready to walk out. I'm like, Dante, let's just have our breakfast real quick, our brunch real quick, and get out. But if it wasn't that we had a good connection with the waiter manager guy, we won't be able to get there because we're sitting there as we are receiving our food, taking huge bites. A couple come in and they look at us eating. They're excited. They're taking some time to actually go help them. The hostess is like that girl. The hostess, I'm sorry, she's useless. She's never around when people arrive. So the couple's there waiting for 10 minutes, is standing while I'm eating my avocado toast and Dante's eating his potatoes and his like egg, whatever, and drinking mimosa and whatever spritz. And she finally comes in with her long hair and she's like, hi, how can I help you? Oh, we want a table for 2, please. we're kitchen's closed, basically, like we're not taking orders anymore, sorry. And the couple just like look at each other, like the way Dante were looking at each other like before in other places.
Yeah.
Really
We
sad.
had gone to a couple other places. Yeah.
And walk out. And I was just feeling like, well, thank God we have good relationship with the guy that works here, because they're like, I'm sorry, like we're
and that's
closing.
really another
We're
big-
closing.
That's another big issue in LA dining right now, is that hosts and hostesses,
Have an attitude.
no,
They do.
well, okay, maybe they do, but
They do.
But that's not necessarily what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is they seem to have other jobs now because they're never at their host stand when you show up. They're always like cleaning, or I don't know what the hell they're doing. But it gets back to that Jeff Bezos ethos
Cutting
I'm talking
costs.
about. Cutting costs. Oh, make the host do it. Oh, well, so what? If someone shows up, they just have to stand there and wait for the host. No, the host should be there waiting to receive me at all times.
And the couple
when we
lost
show
10
up.
minutes. They lost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They were, no, you saw them, the
Because-
blonde couple.
I know.
They were I swear to God, I felt so bad because I was eating and they look hungry. They look excited about, it's almost like they decide what they want to order because they scan the app. So she was looking at her phone, showing him. They
Yeah.
look at my food. They look at Dante. They look at the spritz. They're excited. They're about to come in. The place is semi-empty. There's some people there still. And get kicked out of it. Like I honestly, I felt bad for them.
And that was what I was getting at with Zinc in
They're
Venice.
not gonna have a good life. They're not, you know what? Actually, they're not gonna have a good day after this. You know what? When you go to
Their
many,
lives are
no. I'm saying like as a couple, she put an effort in how she looked. The guy has long hair. He has brushed blonde long hair. They both
it's
put
true.
an
Here's the
effort.
problem.
No. I'm saying like sets the tone of the day for shit because they're gonna have a horrible day now.
Yeah, I get it. Here's the problem that we found today. Every restaurant is like, we stop serving brunch at 3. But what you have to then go look up yourself is not only do they stop serving brunch at 3, they close the whole fucking restaurant down. How about just stop serving brunch at 3, fine, and then switch to your dinner menu. And if we happen to get there later, we'll go to your dinner menu. But this whole closing down at 3, even for a few hours, like every place is a fucking sushi restaurant now, is infuriating.